All right, we're live. Here we go. So I'm trying something. I'm actually going to do a live of making my favorite chicken dish ever. So here we go. Y'all ready for this? First thing you need is chicken. Now we do bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs is what we do. So I'm going to try not to. I'm only dirty in one hand. So the chickens are all been washed. It's all been washed. I have a sheet pan. And so what we're going to do is it's really simple. So it's chicken, it's olives, it's thyme, and it's baked with and also lemons. These things. What are these called again? I think these are lemons. Okay, here we go. So first thing I do is I turn the chicken upside down. So skin down, and we're gonna season it. Now there's a reason. I figured this whole thing out. My wife and I have been doing this a while. So you turn all the chicken. We've got 12 chicken thighs. 12 chicken thighs already washed up. And we're going to turn them down. So we salt and pepper them down. So these are all down like this. And it's kind of weird because I have two phones here, one up, one down. Let me see. I'm going to move them all up. I'm going to try this. Let's see if this is going to work. Okay, I'm going to try this. Let me know if this is going to work. All right. I think this is going to work. This is probably going to work better. So all down. And then what you do is just salt and pepper the bottom. This is super fast. You can do this in if I wasn't doing a live, I would do it in maybe 10 minutes prep. It's super easy to prep. And then you just bake it, and then you can make a low-carb vegetable. But this is basically, besides my chicken soup, this is like the favorite chicken dish. If you're coming to visit us and we're going to make something, most likely we're going to make this. So as you can see, I salt it pretty liberally, right? Get nice and salty. What you're going to do then is you're going to flip it over. So we flip the chicken over, all right, because there's a secret here. You always want that skin up. You want that skin to get nice and crispy. Hey, who's my, what's up, Jojo? Nice to see you, Northern Ireland in the house. Hey, where are you? I got Northern Ireland, at least Northern Ireland in the house. Where in the world are you right now? I want to see. So what you do is you take the thyme now. I got the thymes already washed. And so what I'm going to do, I'm trying to save a hand. I may not be able to do that. I was trying to save a hand. You know what you do is you get the raw chicken grease with one hand, and then you do the other hand's free so you can pick up stuff without getting dirty. So you take the thyme, you spread it apart. Always wash your thyme because there'll be little chunks of dirt in there. And then what you do is you put it under the chicken. So you take the thyme, and you want every piece of chicken to have a nice little chunk of thyme under it. And it's really going to help with flavoring when you get to that point, or when you bake this thing. So we bake it at usually 375. Now, every oven's different. You can go 350. It's how fast you want it. Our focus is crispy. So we take the thyme, put it underneath these chicken. I'm doing that right now. I have 2 bunches of thyme. So as you can see here, I have another bunch of thyme right here. I'm pulling this thing off. I'm actually very impressed that I'm able to do this all one-handed. Actually, I'm going to go faster, and I'm going to use both hands. So let's do it this way. Way faster this way. Now, I've posted this before. Has anybody ever tried this before? Have you ever tried this recipe? I've posted it. If you come to my house, this is probably something we'll make because it's easy, it's fast. And literally, if you like olives or if you like chicken, you can't really screw it up. Even if you don't like olives, it's still really good. Okay, so that's done. Okay, now what we're going to do is really cool. Simple thing is save that salt and pepper. We're going to use that again. Save that salt and pepper. We got New York in the house, Missouri in the house. We got Northern Ireland in the house. Here we go. Who else we have in the house? More Ireland in the house. We got Dublin. I'm rumbling in Dublin. So what we're gonna do is cut the lemon in half. I got a trusty old cutting board here. Do a lemon squeeze. Now, does anybody know which way does the lemon go in the lemon squeeze? Does anybody know? Does it go this way or does it go this way? Does anybody know which one? What's up, on Peg? How are you? Does it go this way or this way? So for years, I used to put it in the lemon squeeze this way. And then somebody said, Dustin, try it the other way. Does a few things. One, it doesn't squirt as much, which is nice. 2, it gets more juices out. So now what we're doing is we squeeze the lemon juice over top of, I'm like a Martha Stewart right here. Do you guys all think I should be a Martha Stewart? So you squeeze the lemon juice all over the chicken. Nice. And then you just dump it out. Next lemon. This is some juicy lemons. I'm going to go a little bit more. I like a little extra lemon. I'm not afraid of the lemon, if that makes sense. I'm not afraid of extra lemon. Don't be afraid of your lemons, y'all. Don't be afraid of your lemons. Go for it. Go for your lemons. Okay. You're like, why are you going so fast? I have a feeling that my whole family's gonna be home in a few minutes and it's gonna be chaos in here. So I squeeze, this is my second lemon, so I'm squeezing it. So right now I got the chicken thigh. If you can see this, if you're on Instagram and TikTok, you can see it. If you're on Facebook or YouTube right now, you're probably like, what is he even doing? I can't see him. Oh, it's the best setup I got. Yeah, it's all. And I'm not touching my computer now because it's full of, my hands are full of chicken, everything. So I'm squeezing these lemons on there. I'm getting nice and juicy. Why? Because it's going to cook in the lemon juice. It's going to cook in the olive juice or the olives also. Okay, so we get this out of the way. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do olives on top of this. But before I do the olives, if you check this thing out, this is what it looks like. So I got salt and pepper on the bottom. I got thyme, chicken on top. And then what we do is we salt and pepper it again. But I got to wash my hands because I don't want to touch the salt and pepper shaker. So I salt and pepper it again. And then what I do is I put olives around it. You don't put olives on top of the chicken. You put them around the chicken. Let me wash my hands 1 second. So, and the reason why is if you put it on top, the olives will fry and burn too much. Now, we like crispy olives. So what we'll do is that we'll actually take the chicken, at the end, we'll take some of the olives off the chicken again. And then what we do is we literally, I just realized I didn't put pepper on the bottom. So this one's not going to have pepper on the bottom because I was talking and I wasn't thinking. And then we'll actually broil the olives a little bit to make them a little crispy. And they're super good. They're super yummy, just a little bit more crispy. So something you can play around with. But at the end of the day, they're good either way. Either way, they're good. All right. Okay. In the chat, tell me, what is your favorite chicken dish? What's your favorite chicken dish? What's your go-to chicken meal that you make at home? We all have their go-tos. This is a secret. Does anybody want a secret? I'll give you my secret. Northern Ontario in the house. Got Canada. Anybody want my secret to healthy living and healthy eating? I learned something just recently. If you want my secret, you got to say secret in the chat. Otherwise, I'm not going to give it away. I'm going to give you my secret. But I learned something the other day. I was listening to a guy talk, somebody that I really respect, and he said, the biggest contributing factors to stress and anxiety is too many choices. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, our world today, we have so many choices compared to they did 100 years ago or 30 years ago or 7 years ago. There's just so many choices we have, right? Right now on my app, I have like 9 choices of different TV ways that I can do. Uber, I can do Prime, Amazon Prime. I can do Hulu. I can do Netflix. It's like there's just all these choices, right? I can do YouTube, do Facebook. I can do Instagram, do TikTok, do social media. I can do them all. Like, it's just so many choices. So the more we can simplify our nutrition, the more likely you'll be successful. So if you guys want my secret to nutrition and health and wellness, I will give it to you. But right now, yes, green olives. Hey, Jojo, do you guys like green olives? I'm just curious over there in Ireland. So I got green olives and black olives. Yes, I will get to it. I need to see more secrets before I give it away. So yes, the cans are BPA free for my freaks out there that are big on, well, is that an all natural can? Yes, I know canned things aren't always optimal, but these are BPA free. Is there something else in there? There might be. So what we're gonna do is now we take the olives. So I got salt and pepper. I got thyme. Got what are those again? Lemons, lemon juice. I'm having a hard time with lemons. And then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna sprinkle around the chicken, and you can get on top of it and then just take it off later. Sprinkle on top of the olives. Now, I prefer olives already cut up because I don't have a lot of time in my life. I typically am I'm getting ready to go to baseball practice. I'm the new coach for my son's team. So I'm literally going to make this. My wife is going to cook it. I'm going to go to practice. She's going to cook it, and then we'll eat when I get home. So that's just the world that we live in. So it's busy. So I like olives already cut up, so I don't have to be the one cutting them up. So if you like to cut olives up, well, then buy the ones that are already whole, and then you cut them up. Simple. My wife did not buy the cut up green olives, which I think there was a can in there, and I didn't look fast enough. So I'm going to show you what I do. This is how I do it. Now, this is way of doing it. Okay, here we go. What's up, Debbie? Matt Hammond. So I take the olives. Instead of using a knife to cut them up, I rip them up. That's what I do. I rip them up. So I just tear them up with my fingers because I realized that in my mind, they taste the same. Now, some of you cooks out there might be just cringing that I'm doing this, but I found it's easier and nobody's complained yet about it. So this is what I do right here. I just rip them up a little bit and then I sprinkle these on. And then all we're going to do is preheat the oven to 375. We do 375. I have to quote that on my wife. She actually usually bakes it. I usually prep it. That's kind of our go-to. But 375, 350, and honestly, doesn't matter. Just make sure the chicken's cooked all the way, and make sure the skin is at your level. If you like it a little extra crispy, what you can do right at the end, the last like 2-3 minutes, turn it on broil up that skin a little bit. It will accelerate the cooking a little bit, and enjoy it and get that skin nice and crispy, y'all. Chicken is about the skin. Our kids fight over the skin. And here, anybody want a fun fact about chicken skin? We want a fun fact about chicken skin? One of the biggest crimes that we did in our country is we started making chicken breast the authority of all protein, right? We took out the skin and all the other stuff. Thing about chicken skin, it actually has really good things in it that you don't get in the protein. It has some amino acid profiles that are good for the health of the body, even some detoxing aspects of the body. If you think about if you were surviving in the woods, would you just, if the chicken breast was superior, if you're surviving in the woods, why would you go, I'm going to get rid of everything else and only eat the breast? No, that's not what you did. You know what? If you were surviving in the woods and you were dying of starvation and you found yourself an animal, if you're long enough into starvation mode, you would actually crave their eyeballs and their liver. True story. The liver would actually taste pretty good to you. There's a cool story of a guy that was surviving in the ocean. You guys okay with me going off topic here? I'm going to get back to the recipe in a second. So he was surviving in the ocean and he couldn't help himself, but he was craving the eyeballs, the skin, and the liver of the fish. Well, it turned out those are the things that were going to keep him alive because they helped protect him from the sun, and it also the eyeballs helped hydrate him. So it's interesting enough that if we can get into a state where we can listen to our body will tell you everything is right. The problem is our mind's usually in the way of interfering with our knowledge. So don't trust yourself always, because if you do, you're going to say, well, my body's always craving chocolate, I should always eat it. It might not be the real answer. But anyway, that was interesting. So here we go. This is it. So what do we have again? We have thyme on the bottom, salt and pepper on the chicken, thyme's underneath the chicken. We have lemon juice over top of the chicken, salt and pepper, olives, black and green olives. Yes, you can use other olives. Have fun with it. Get quirky. And then boom, look at that. There it is. And then we're going to bake that bad dog, and it's going to be delicious. This is what we're going to have for tonight. So follow me on my stories, because I'll probably take a picture of it, show you all. We'll probably throw some vegetables in, depending on our style or what we're into. We like to usually do cauliflower mash with this. That's kind of our go-to. But every once in a while, we might just do like some bagged vegetables, throw it in if we're in a hurry on the stove, soften them up, throw some butter on top of it, salt and pepper, and make it a night. Y'all, super easy. I did this in, how much time have we been going? Like 10 minutes? Has it been 10 minutes? I don't know. You may know how long I've been going for. How long have I been talking for? I can't touch my screen because it's going to get all nasty. But chicken, this is it. Okay, secret. How do you simplify your diet? How do you make your diet simple? How do you actually get successful in a diet? This is what I found, and I will challenge any doctor. I'll challenge any researcher. I'll challenge any health coach, fitness instructor, professional athlete. I don't care who it is that thinks they know. It's 10 minutes, Andy. Thank you. I will challenge anybody. If you follow my principles, you will be more likely to be successful. If you follow everybody else out there, most likely you're going to fail. And if you're ready for this, I'll have to give it to you. The simple answer to getting healthier is this. Outside of drinking ketones. If you're drinking, you got to drink ketones outside of that. But the simple answer of nutrition is find the 5 meals. Write these down. Write down your 5 favorite meals. I'm serious. Write down your 5 favorite meals. If you like hamburgers, then write down hamburgers. You like pizza, write down pizza. What do you go to? If you like cereal, write down cereal. I don't care what it is. Write down your 5 favorite meals that you go to. The reason why is life's always going on. You're running 1,000,000 miles per hour, and you grab and you go and you make things easy. I like spaghetti and chili. That's what I grew up on. I've had to learn how to like chicken these ways. Now this is my go-to. This is easy. I can do it in a few minutes. It's simple, super simple for me to make. And we have variations off of this. But write down your 5 favorite meals. Do you have your 5 favorite meals? Here is the secret. Find a way to make those 5 meals healthier. Make them more natural. Can you modify some stuff? Yes, you can make a pizza healthier. You can start Googling healthy pizza crust. You can start Googling keto pizza crust. You can start Googling low carb pizza crust, all natural stuff. If you can pick your current meals, I'll give you an example. When I first started making spaghetti, I used regular noodles. I used the cheapest meat out there because we were cheap and poor. We didn't know any different. And I used whatever sauce was on sale. That's what I did. Now I use the most fresh meats possible, right? The best grass-fed cow meat, hamburger meat. I use a natural, hopefully organic sauce, and I use a low-carb noodle. I primarily use cauliflower rice. That's what I do. So I took the same meal I always had and made it simpler, made it cleaner, made it more natural, made it more healthy. And you do that with your 5 favorite meals, and because those are the meals you're going to eat most often, you'll create a ripple effect of momentum in your life to change your life forever. It's that simple. The why is because the what's right for you is different than anybody else. And this is the secret. This is what doctors and trainers and coaches don't know. It's not about being right or wrong. It's about, can I change your behavior? Can I get you to do something better day in, day out? If the answer is no to that, you won't keep doing it anyway, no matter how perfect it is for you. So it's creating momentum, positive momentum in your life. And that's the secret weapon to getting long-term change. So I hope you enjoyed that tip. That is the secret. 5 favorite meals. Find a way to make them low carb. Find a way to make them more natural. I don't care if you're a vegan, vegetarian, a meat eater, a carnivore. It doesn't matter. Chaos just walked in. Hey, come over here, Chaos. Come over here, Chaos. Get over here. Come here. Come here. You want to say hi to everybody? They're all waiting for you right here. You coming? She's not going to come. But that is the secret. So people want to get on the high horse and saying, you have to eat this, and you should do this, and you should do these, and you should do this, and you should do this. Oh, you coming? You want to say hi? Here, let me pick you up. Let me pick you up. She's attacking my legs. And, I go back ride. And so they may have valid and points, but the reality is if you don't keep doing what they're asking to do, you quit. And if you quit, you're never going to get to your destination. So start with the basics. Start with the foundation of what you love to do the most. Here, ready? Say hi. Say hi. Start with the foundation, and then you can build on those other things. And then 10 years, 15 years later, I'm eating very differently than I used to eat from southern Minnesota when we ate hamburger and pastas, and that's all we ate. And fried foods. That's what we ate. Yeah, we had tomatoes from the garden from the winter before. That's about it. So y'all have a blast. Have a good night. If you haven't tried this recipe, you got to check it out. It's super delicious. And with that said, I'm going to wash my hands and go play some baseball. Cheers. I can't turn off the camera yet. I got to wash my hands. How many people are going to watch me, wait for me to come back? How was gymnastics, Sophia? Did you crush it? Of course you did. Of course you did. All right, guys. All right, babe, we're live over here. They just watched me put this together. Good night, guys. Bye. Bye.